Morning, guys. So for a little walk with the boys this morning. It's pretty overcast and rained all night. Humidity sucked. Yesterday it really sucked. First it rained all night and then it heated up throughout the day with sporadic periods of rain. So the humidity was disgusting. On this trail just up from camp. They came in here recently and plowed this road with a grader. And I don't know why they done that. I'm wondering if they're maybe I don't think they're going to be logging back here because this area looks like it's already been logged quite a while ago. There's nothing in here big enough to cut down, so I'm wondering if they're maybe going to put camps back here too, which would be cool. It'd be nice to have a camp community here. Would be kind of cool. Just like even like off-gridders, full-timers kind of thing. Which is what I want to do on my property in Newfoundland, which is that is the goal for the channel. I own 13 acres of oceanfront property in Newfoundland, and I want to put a campground on it and a seasonal campground and a full-time kind of RV off-gridders, I guess. But there will be power there and septic, so that's the goal for the channel. Is once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to show you the plans. Well, not the plans. I'm going to show you the survey I had done on the land and where it's located, and show you some GPS drawings and stuff like that, or GPS images, so you'll know where it's located. But that's the long-term goal for the channel. So once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll pull out the survey drawings and show you where the property and stuff is. Climbing up a bit of a hill here. Yeah, there isn't much. There's nothing back here to log, so this whole area looks like it's already been logged at one point. Nothing back here big enough, but it'd sure be nice for camps back here. This would be awesome for camps. Oh look, I need to come and get birch bark here. I just got a whole bunch down in Wentworth, but tree stuck in my leg. But yeah, there's some nice stuff there. Birch bark for starting fires. Yeah, this is all little stuff. Like, I can't imagine they are doing any logging with it, but it would be nice for camps, man. Would it ever? Beautiful for camps. Even housing back here would be nice. There's no power coming down Jersey Road, but you never know. One day they might put in power down here, which that would be cool too. I'm sure if all the camps down here got together and pitched in on cost, we could probably easily afford to put the power lines down Jersey Road and give us power. Which, I mean, it's really not necessary if you're off-gridding. I mean, I got solar right now, and I run a generator to charge my Jackery, but that'll change too once I get the Jackery solar panels. So I won't need to use the generator to charge it. Well, mind you, it charges it way faster though than solar panels, but It's still pretty efficient if you're just using the generator to charge the Jackery. Like my generator, the one I have right now, is a little 950, so that one doesn't produce enough power to properly charge the Jackery. But once I upgrade it, that one should be able to charge the Jackery in like 4 hours, and then that's enough power for the week. Like I'll be able to watch TV and, you know, use appliances and all that stuff off of that Jackery, no problem. Use my computer. That's all the power I really need, is just charge my phone and charge my cameras and stuff like that. I'm not really a power hungry person. Might end up getting one of those portable washing machines. I think I will end up getting one of those once we are once we're a little more established with finances. Yeah, one of those portable washing machines would be great. You just plug it in to run your loads. You can run that off the generator, or you can run it off the Jackery. If I upgrade to solar and I get more solar, then it'll charge the Jackery anyway, but and it wouldn't need the generator. But in the wintertime, it might be more difficult to charge the battery off of solar, because it doesn't really get sunny here. It's like this all winter, basically overcast and not really that sunny. You'll get some days that are sunny, but it's like this is the end of the road. Yeah, so they come in as far as here. All kinds of room in here for camps. Turn around here. How cool would that be, eh? Just had camps everywhere. A bunch of off-gridders. Just hanging out, having fun. I actually think that's a really good development idea, to do that. You had a big piece of land that you could break up into sites, like, you know, decent sized sites like I have, so that people have some room, and just lease them out to full-timers. Which I'll be doing out with my property in Newfoundland, but I think I'll be, depends on how many sites I have, but I'll need to have some seasonal RV sites, and I'll need to have a section where it's full-timers who are renting the sites. So you can rent them monthly, or if I go with a lease option, then it would only be seasonally. Like they could only be there seasonally. And I think that's according to the bylaws. I'm not sure. I'll look into that and see if that can be changed. Which I don't know if it can be changed. But if not, then it'll be a section where, you know, there might be 20, 30 campers there that are full-timers who live there year-round. So they'll pay rent per month, and then their utilities. They'll have utilities and septic and everything like that on their site. But they do that in BC. I've actually lived in a couple. I lived in a couple of those sites in Kamloops, BC, and I lived in another one in Kelowna. But they do it everywhere. All the campsites out there have a section that's for full-timers, full-time RVers. But they won't let you park like crappy trailers and, you know, stuff that's breaking down and really old and stuff like that. But if your trailer's in decent shape and it's not too old and everything works good, then they'll let you stay there. I think that kind of thing is going to become more, I think it's going to be more needed as time goes on here in this, should we say, new political landscape we're in, which I think there's going to be more and more need for this kind of thing. People want to get away from the big cities, and they want to live in the country, and they want to live by the ocean, and they want to know they're safe, which you'll definitely be safe in this location. This is a small fishing village. There might be 100 people there, if that, and it's very rural. So no drugs. I don't think there's any crime there, especially in this town. It's the town I grew up in. My family has owned this land since, well, my great grandfather owned this piece of property. It was granted this piece of property from the government, or if there was a government at that time, I can't remember what it was, but he was granted this land back in 1820s. It's been in his name ever since. So my direct family, like my father's mother and my father's father, were the last people to ever live on this piece of property. And they moved off of the piece of property. God, I don't even know when it was. Long before I was born. But when they moved off of there, they went into the town because it was, at the time, it was a little more accessible. The town, it was easier for medical services and stuff like that to get to them if something happened, if they're in the town versus being out on Rodways Point. So they moved in there. They were getting older too, right? And all their kids and stuff lived in the harbor and not out on the point. So they moved in there. And but the land has stayed in our family's name ever since. It's still in my great grandfather's name, Richard Rodway, and he was one of the original pioneers to the area. Him and his family came over from England. I don't know what year they came over. I know it was I think it was sometime in the mid 1700s. His family actually came over to Newfoundland, or what's known now as Newfoundland, and they settled in a little island off the coast of Newfoundland called O'Dearn Island. I don't know if you watch any kind of CBC documentaries and stuff like that, but CBC done a piece, and there was a show about O'Dearn Island, about the pirate treasures and stuff like that that was believed to be buried on the island. So it's got a very cool history, and I hope to reestablish that history and bring people out to these islands and show them these islands and do tours from my land on Rodways Point and where the campground will be, out to these islands, and you'll be able to tour. The plan is that you'll be able to tour the houses and stuff like that that are still left out there, because there are still, sorry, I'm gonna move the camera. There are still houses that are standing out there right now, so I'd like to kind of preserve those, and that way then when we do tours out there, people will be able to see the history and how people used to live on the islands back in the day. And on O'Dearn Island, like there used to be a shipbuilding facility on O'Dearn Island, which is really cool. So they used to build schooners and stuff like that on the island. So I'd like to dig into that history and really bring it up, and maybe put some plaques and stuff out on the island explaining the history to people who go out there and look at it. I think that would be very, very cool to do. So the plan is to turn it into a historical site, which is what it is, and preserve that and keep that in the family name. That was Richard Rodway's last will and testimony, was for it to stay in the Rodway name, and that's my intent, to make sure it stays that way. So that'll be a really exciting project. It'll be a big project. It'll be a fun project, but it'll be definitely well worth it. I mean, that's home, right? So that's where we want to be eventually. That'll be the goal for the channel, and the goal for me as a retirement goal is to set this property up and preserve it. And the cool thing about this property is that we have an abundance of local fishermen in the area. So I mean, the plan would be to have a little restaurant there too as well. Whoops. And to buy all the seafood and stuff locally off the local fishermen. My dad was a fisherman in his town his entire life. He retired from the fisheries. So there's an abundance of lobster and crab and cod and all sorts of fish and mussels and clams and all kinds of stuff. So it'll be a seafood restaurant for sure. And as it grows in popularity, the campground and stuff, we'll you know, I'll add other things to it, like whale watching tours and stuff like that, right? So that's the real big plan for the channel and for this property. Playing, it's cute. Rusty, you still holding that stick? He got that stick at the camp, and he's been holding it in his mouth the whole time, haven't you? Yeah, you got that stick. You've been holding it the whole time, all the way up for the walk and all the way back, carrying that stick. That's a stick I usually throw for him, so it's his favorite. Is that your favorite stick, Rusty boy? Yeah. Yeah, it's your favorite stick. A little breeze coming right now, feels nice. So I meant to make this video yesterday because we went for a walk down at Wentworth and we went to the falls, and I made this video down in that area. Well, I'm still getting used to video and how to properly take the videos, but I had it in portrait mode for the beginning of the video, and then I was like, well, I'm gonna pause the video and turn it into landscape, and then turn the pause back on and see if it'll work. Well, it doesn't. And it ruined the video. So I uploaded that video yesterday, and then I deleted it again. Well, I deleted it for the first time, and then I tried to reformat it so that the video would turn into landscape when it got to the part where I paused the video, but I couldn't figure it out to get it to work. So I need to get on a video editing program and start training myself how to do video editing. I don't really want to do a lot of video editing in my videos. I think it's much better when it comes out raw. You're getting the reality of it, right? Instead of it being edited out like a TV show. I mean, I guess that's the kind of the point of having episodes, is for you to you know, edit the video footage and turn it into an episode. But I think I'm more of a reality based kind of YouTuber. I like to show you the real realities and the mistakes and the mess ups and the learning and all the curves that come with it. So we're back on the trail. That was the trail we just went up. So I think I'm gonna end this video here, and I'm gonna start processing some wood. It's not raining right now, and I need to get some wood processed, so I need to start cutting that up. So I will let you guys go for now, and I will chat with you guys again soon. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope everyone's having a great day, and see you again soon.